epic.
All right, folks, we got an ad break winding down. Just a few more seconds. Hopefully, you'll all be arriving back any minute now. I'm excited to snap with you all. And we should be back. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by the Blot Spot. My name is Ben Lott. I am excited to play some Marvel Snap with you, um, even despite the humongous gash on my forehead. Yes, I am fully aware of it, and I hate it. It is driving me crazy. And it stands out like a sore thumb on stream. Boy, I should have put a bandage or something over that. Uh, it's rough. No, I had a bit of a issue with Razor, let's put it that way, and things did not go so well. So my forehead did not come out on the winning side against the Razor. So I am here to play a little Marvel Snap. I'm excited to have you all here, and I've made the decision. Um, by far, one of the most fun, some of the most fun I have had in Marvel Snap in recent memory has been. Hey, Rock the Baby, good to see you. Um, by far, some of the most fun I've had in streams recently has been when I do auto decks in order to accomplish conquest run. So we're going to try that again because I've got some gold conquest tickets that I opened from the collection track, um, just by pure, happenstance. So what we're going to do, if you haven't been here for one of these streams before, is I have built this card randomizer, which I originally built for the sake of doing drafting a deck. But instead, what I've been using it for is to determine what key cards I will use in order to create auto decks in order to run the 3 games, if I can make it to 3 games, in a conquest run. So we're going to see how far we can make it. But today, I'm going to hit this button. It's going to change these names into 3 other cards. I have every card in the game listed here, so we will find out what we get. I'm going to hit the button, and we will find out what we're going to play. Super Skrull, Snow Guard, and Vivision. Fun stuff. Oh, and I love it because I got the new Vivision variant, so I hope I make it there. But we're not going that far this for the first game. For the first game, we're just going straight to Super Skrull. And we're going to hit this auto deck button, and this is the deck we're going to use for our... Oops, sorry guys. Wasn't sharing the view where you could see my collection level. This is the deck I will use for the first round of this conquest ticket. Looks like it's a tribunal deck. I am very familiar with tribunal decks. I do know these relatively well. We're going to hope we can keep pace with some of the big stuff that's out there. I think we can, as long as they don't have direct counters. Cosmic Ghost Rider could create some difficulty for us, but we're going to see what we can do with Super Skrull auto deck. And into Conquest we go to spend the first gold ticket with our Auto Super Skrull deck. Let's do this. And it's Lee that we're playing against. All right. Lee might be playing C3. That could be an interesting deck to play against. Problem is they may have a location changer. They usually run Scarlet Witch if they're doing C3. But Ta Lo would completely be ruining them right now. So let's just we'll extend the game. Nope, it's not C3. Okay. Supergiant deck maybe? I think we're gonna hide Super Scroll. No. Let's drop down the Iron Lad and see what he hits. Because there's some good options in there. Okay, it is a Supergiant deck.
I am Iron Man.
The early Iron Man is huge. That is huge. I think we're at a bit of risk of them dropping some kind of Negasonic situation on us. So I'm a little afraid of... Well, we can still do the Iron Man because we could play something else on their next turn. But without the Tribunal, we are going to be in rough shape. That's basically a guarantee. And the one thing the Supergiant does make difficult for us is the fact that we can't get Sarah down in order to start our discounts. So I think we do the Jubilee and maybe a Sentinel right now.
Opponent snapped.
I love that.
I am Iron Man.
I think we shy away from the... I almost feel like we shy away from the Tribunal thing and just go see if we can get bigger than they do in 2 lanes. I don't know if we snap back, though. Do we snap back? Hmm. We'll let it go.
I am Iron Man.
I went a little too tall on that lane. I forgot I had the other Iron Man. Ronin? Not enough power for us. Oh, definitely not enough power if they're gonna have Nexus. Good thing we didn't snap back. Alright, I should have just dropped the Onslaught on right. Onslaught on right might have been enough. It might have been close. I forgot I had the Iron Man revealing on left as well. So winning left was going to be relatively easy.
Snap.
I think we snap. I really want to snipe him with that Cosmo, but that's okay. I should have stuck with my original gut. Oh, jeez. Oh, man. Okay, if we're gonna sacrifice one card on Onslaught Citadel, that's the one to sacrifice. Because now we get the Sarah down. We've already used their Negasonic. Didn't do those in the right order, did I? Dang it! Oh, order. I should have done Jubilee first, so I get 2 cards out of my deck. I am toast if this isn't Tribunal. If I don't have Tribunal top of deck, I am toast.
Behold my mighty hand.
Didn't think that through either. Order again. I have a really big rock. 21 power rock.
I am Iron Man.
I think I still won this. No matter what this is. You know, sometimes you do the wrong order and things just work out anyway.
Victory.
Wow. That's crazy. I got a 21 power rock because of their Ozymandias. And all because of the location. Like, the location gifted us that rock. You know, nobody likes Mindscape. We all can get rid of Mindscape right now. What are in my hand so I don't get to draw is really annoying. Dropping down Mystique is useless right now. Iron Lad or Jubilee, really. I feel like Jubilee just because if it's not the ideal card, I want to get to the ideal card. I want the chance of drawing the ideal card. This particular round may be a bust, but that worked out in our favor for sure. Yeah, see, I'm glad I didn't Iron Lad that. Well, can't say this is great, because it's not.
I am Iron Man.
And now we're giving him a scroll, so retreat. They can have that cube.
Escaped.
That was all around bad news right there. That's still a card we haven't seen from Lee's deck. Oh, jeez. Oh, that's not bad for us. Drop down wave. on. The way they keep cluttering us is killer. I will say I don't love the design of this auto deck just because it does it makes it so you don't have a ton of cards to play in the early turns. You gotta get really lucky with your draws, in other words, with this particular deck. Here's Negasonic.
Iron Man.
Alright. So they drop Negasonic, right? We're toast if we play there. Even though we want to really bad.
Snapped.
How many cards does he have in hand? He's got 6 cards in hand? Is that correct? Ooh. He's gonna Negasonic in that lane, right? Yeah, I feel like we gotta run from that lane. Yep. Not the problem for us. Not quite enough. Didn't have any way of protecting from the Negasonic. I shouldn't have stayed in. Should have known. It's looking dire here, folks. It's looking dire. Lee may have got the better of us, but for once I drew Ravona. So I actually have a card to play before turn 3. Pretty much every round I've been not playing something until turn 3 or 4. When I play Tribunal decks, I usually build them a little less top heavy. I can take that. Let's do that. I can use the 3 Hulks. Fine by me. Onslaught.
Behold my mighty hand.
I think we just try it and hope they don't draw the Negasonic for once. I'm assuming they do draw the Negasonic. Life goes on. Feel like we might still have enough power to win, even if they draw the Negasonic. Because the Tribunal will survive no matter what. Just play, Lee. There's no point in retreating at this point. In for 2, you can't get out 2. Play some cards down, Lee. Thank you.
Such is my judgment.
When the tribunal works, it works good. But those hulks helped a ton. Rickety Bridge. Tribunal's good with Rickety Bridge. We'll have some rocks we can throw over to Rickety Bridge, off the Rickety Bridge to... Jeez. He had like one round where he didn't draw that Master Mold by turn 2. And now I'm getting other crap added to my deck too. Oh my goodness, and he's gonna draw 2 of my cards. This is just obnoxious. No way to know what he drew. Or they drew. Could have got my Sting Tribunal, and now they're set up for perfect. And they're getting free rocks, which is perfect for their deck. Throw the rocks overboard. Because no one cares about those. You know, we could, if they threw down Ozymandias. I like this play. Because if they play Ozymandias, we take advantage of it with the onslaught.
Behold my mighty hand.
I am Iron Man.
I really like this. No matter what they had, whatever they played on 5, I think we got it.
My judgment.
Easy. They didn't even play a card on Rickety Bridge. Ooh, one there anyways.
Victory.
Whittle them down little by little. The Super Skrull actually winning games. It's his auto deck, and he is being a winner. And I'll tell you what, drawing Ravona by turn 2 makes a big difference with this deck. It's crazy how annoying it is when you don't draw Ravona by turn 2. I should have put her in negative zone, to be honest. A wave into Sarah. Or do we fill the raft? They can fill the raft for sure. Go, Sarah. Magic next turn. They didn't fill it. Okay, so we'll let a Sentinel die. We'll play down Magic. Hang on. Back that out. We'll play down Mystique. then we'll sacrifice a Sentinel, and then we'll play down Magic. And then we got another Sentinel. We have Tribunal, so we can throw the Sentinel mid. Doesn't really matter to us that only one card can go there. Matters to them more that only one card can go there. And now that could be fun. So we definitely go Jubilee into Quantum Tunnel. We definitely go Hulk into Raft. Because right now we don't even have to play Tribunal. We can just win without Tribunal. Because they just gave us the right lane. Drop a Sentinel in there too? No. Let's leave one card in our deck. Or no, there'll be 2 cards in our deck.
I am Iron Man.
Ah! Beat that! Beat that, buddy! I feel like Tribunal just makes us weaker. Just do that. Only got 1 card left. Cosmo was the play. Cosmo was the play.
Victory.
Came from behind to take the win. Super Scroll deck for the victory. We were down to 1 cube for most of that battle, and we still took it. We still took it. All right, for those of you who weren't with me here at the beginning, the way we're doing this run, as I've done a few seasons before, is I randomly selected 3 cards with this random card selector. So our first game was an auto Super Scroll deck. So game 2 will be an auto Snow Guard deck. I don't have any idea what the auto Snow Guard deck is going to be, but the goal here is to prove that we can win with anything, right? Thanks, Rock Baby. Let's go Snow Guard. Auto deck. What do we got? Loki? Devil Dino? Collector? Whoa. That's like an old Loki deck from when Loki used to change your hand. They haven't updated the Snow Guard auto deck since then? Wow. For those of you who aren't Snap historians like myself, who haven't been here for a long time, There once was a time when Loki would change the cards in your hand, and for whatever reason, the collector considered that cards being added to your hand because it would couldn't add the new cards to your hand once Loki had disposed of the old ones. So instead of transforming them, it would add them to your hand, and so collector would go shoot, 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 and go up. So the goal of this kind of deck was fill your hand with cards with things like Snow Guard, Mirage, Cable, Agent Coulson, Nick Fury, and then play Loki, and you'd have just this mitt full of cheap cards, and then you'd finish the game. And so that's what we have to try to win a conquest game with this deck. This is going to be crazy. If we can pull this off, we can pull anything off. I swear. All right. I'd like to have that Quinjet.
Opponent snapped.
Oh boy. Our opponent, Overrun here, is perhaps a bit overconfident, I hope. I think we get Collector down, then we do the Cable Snow Guard thing. And some kind of show-loud deck, I assume. And Vision, that could be a bit of a problem. Pretty Pride really nice for us because she keeps hitting Collector every turn. Hey, Agent Smith, happy Friday to you too. Good to see you. They're playing some kind of buff deck, and they are getting the buffs, so this could be a problem for us. I think we sacrifice picking Kitty back up for grabbing a couple sixes, just in case we get some. You know, Nick Fury, they should have changed his wording. Six or higher. They changed all the other things.
Who they dig up this time?
Ooh, that's gonna hurt. Okay. They're gonna win the right lane. They know we know they're gonna win the right lane. At most in the mid, they're gonna add 3, maybe 5. At most. But I'm thinking they're gonna play a big brood on left. That's what they're gonna do, right? Big brood on the left. Unless they can't resist playing to Captain Carter's lane. We could steal Captain Carter. And Snow Guard mid. And then just hope they don't play Shang-Chi for 4. Is it worth it? Yeah, they're definitely playing Brood in one of those 2 lanes. Dang it. They have the Shang-Chi. Holy smokes. Yeah, I don't see a way we were combating against that. So we definitely have to do everything in our power to outpace their Vivision, because every time they're getting a Vivision buff, their deck is popping. And I don't know why I just snapped. I'm like my brain's in Deadpool Diner mode, and so I just auto snapped. Ugh. Not with this deck, Ben. Not with this deck. Enchantress to kill their Captain Carter helps, but I don't have anything to kill their already buffed cards is the problem. I can Shang-Chi one of them. Yeah, this run may end quickly. They played on Vibranium Mines right away, which is a weird choice. Ooh, I do like Loki. I like being able to do what they do, but faster, cheaper. Only problem is I don't have the 10 rings. I'm a little worried they can't throw Vivision down this turn. I think next turn they're going to throw Vivision down in Vibranium Mines, because they'll think I won't keep pace over there. I need to save the Snow Guard for turn 5 so that we don't swap hands. Maybe they don't have the Vision this turn. Interesting. Early Shaw is not the way they want to play that deck. I have to play the Snow Guard on the last turn. So for now, we're going to drop down Sebastian Shaw mid to match theirs. I have to do this because I don't think... Do I want their hand? Do I want their hand? Maybe I just do this? Will they buff Sebastian Shaw this turn? If they buff Sebastian Shaw this turn, then this is just a big time heads up move. Oh, we're not going to swap hands. Because Eternal's Arc is going to turn these into... We're not going to swap hands. Did they realize we're not going to swap hands? Did they realize that we need to play? This is our last chance to play out there. I don't know if this is going to work. They didn't. Losing that Captain Carter was brutal. We dropped 10, we're at 12. Will they play more than 6 power up here? Probably. Even just a Shang-Chi and a Silver Surfer is more than 6 power here, right? But I don't know if they get anything over 10. I think we're cooked on this particular round. I think this deck is a dud. I gotta tell you, the Snow Guard deck, it's built on very old information. The Snow Guard auto deck. So I think we may have just lost this particular infinite ticket. And that auto snap I did, I don't feel like fighting it out 2 cubes to 10. We lose. I will say, after playing the Loki, we drew the wrong cards. We definitely drew the wrong cards. We needed the Silver Surfer. We needed some of the bigger cards. Ugh, that was not good. That was not good for us. All right, first run is a bust. I don't have enough time to make another run. I'm so sorry to say that. I don't have enough time left on my lunch hour to make another run. But we can play a couple games on ladder. Ditch the auto Snow Guard deck. Never play that one again. Let's see. What deck is... Let's talk about what I've seen people play and I made out of Archangel, because I still don't like the card, but some people have suggested that it's not so bad in a mill sort of deck. And so I've been trying it, and I've actually had some moderate success. Now, Archangel is a bad card in the deck, but like it's probably the worst card in the deck because you could easily replace it with a different card. But I still think the deck in itself is not terrible. What do we got here? Guess we get an early Archangel down, which is not exactly what you want. No, let's get the early Zabu down, because that's actually better. I like cheaper Adamantium Fusion and cheaper Shang-Chi. This man is so annoying sometimes. At least they're just playing it once this time. I like the Fire Hair. Way better. See, again, Archangel, not the right choice here. Fire Hair is way better. So we play the Fire Hair down. We just got a copy of Archangel. Nope. Something went weird. Nope. I want to go Gladiator. And then if we go Gladiator and then we go Misery next turn. Platinum Chord, seriously? Alright, well, we're definitely not milling their deck. That's not something that's happening this game. We can take one card from their deck. And we'll go ahead and afflict them some negative while we're at it. Maybe you'll hit Kitty Pryde. Hey, that's nice. Glad you took all that time to build up that Kitty Pryde. And here we're kind of stuck in this situation where we've literally only destroyed one of our cards, and yeah, Archangel does absolutely nothing. So
Escaped.
might have considered it if I had like Baron Zemo or something, so I could pull a card from their deck. I don't know. All I know is that was a cursed game with the deafening chord as well. Oof, that was bad. Try a couple more here before we throw in the towel for the day. I think it's official that Archangel is a card that, well, I do not make recommendations on what you should do with your resources. If you want Archangel and he looks cool to you, get him. But if you're genuinely unsure and it's not necessarily your archetype, but you want to get the cards that are really good, I will tell you right now, he is not a card you need to worry about missing. He is not a good card. Take that expensive venom. Who needs it? Oh, Sanctum, huh?
I want the throne.
I definitely need to change
Scarlet
my
Spider
underwear.
helps with Sanctum.
Opponent snapped. You are mine.
What a game!
Problem is I have to get Scarlet Spider down this turn in order to have any shot of him going into Sanctum. And then how do I get him to actually go into Sanctum? We go on a, like a 50-50 chance that maybe he'll go into Sanctum? No, I'm not gonna snap, you dingo. Oh yeah. Someone who's got a low collection level and just has been playing Destroy.
Escaped.
I don't appreciate the taunts trying to get me to snap and stay in, though. Makes me want to teach him a lesson, but I don't think we can rely on that at all. I think this will be the last game. Sorry, folks. I'll raid into someone else who's playing Marvel Snap, but it has been It has been fun. That first match was good fun. Really good fun. This is where I wish that objectives would work end of game. But of course they don't. You can snap them. And they've drawn all the cards they're going to draw. So if they don't have a winning line right now, they're done. Feel like that's a win. Feels like a big win.
Power must be controlled.
What are they gonna do? They're gonna do a Fin Fang Boom Zola, aren't they?
All hail Hydra!
Oh, but that's not enough for them to win right. And it happens end of game, so objectives don't happen. They don't know how the game works. Yay! Hooray, we won because they don't know how the game works. We also would have won because they didn't have enough power. I didn't have enough power in the front row, so even if the Fin Fang Foom, they would have only had 7 there. We won! Alright. That's one way to end it. Alright, this has been a fun lunch. Thank you everybody for stopping by the Blot Spot. You take care of yourselves. I'm going to raid into someone else in just a few seconds, and I appreciate you all for stopping by. Have a good day.